A night of light reveals old stories and shines a path toward the unknown. In the valley, where mountains guard the horizon and whispers travel farther than footsteps, the people prepare for a festival unlike any other. Tonight, the lanterns will rise. As daylight wanes, the valley awakens with color. Children gather in the square, brushes in hand, bowls of pigment shimmering like tiny rainbows. It is the Festival of Lanterns, a night where wishes and stories take flight. But this year, they have a helper, Yeti Bob. Towering above the crowd, scarf tucked clumsily around his neck, Bob leans low to watch a child dip a brush into red paint. His eyes widen, curious. A lantern rests before him, delicate paper stretched thin over bamboo ribs. Yeti Bob inhales, curious about the scent of the paint. And then he exhales. A single breath sends colors flying, blue across a girl's cheek, yellow dripping from a boy's hair. The lantern, a rainbow blur. The square, a canvas of laughter. They do not scold him. They do not frown. For Bob's mistake is a gift, reminding them that joy is as important as tradition. So they paint on, smudges and all, lanterns glowing brighter with every stroke. And as lanterns take shape, so does community. For every hand that paints, another hand steadies. For every brush that wobbles, another brush helps. This is not merely preparation, it is practice. For tomorrow, for trials, for life itself. The sun dips, shadows stretch, a hush falls over the valley. Then, light. One by one, lanterns bloom to life. Tiny flames, tucked safely inside painted shells, shimmer against the night. Families carry them carefully, walking hand in hand to the riverbank. Bob kneels, his sighs both awkward and reverent, as children press lanterns into his palms. The water accepts them with a quiet kiss. Ripples carry them downstream, mirrored stars adrift on the current. Above, lanterns rise skyward, lifted by heat, drifting like spirits freed. But the valley is not the only witness. From the edge of the woods, eyes gleam. The cryptids, once feared, now half-trusted, watch with tilted heads. The fox, tail curled neatly. The mimic, perched in branches, repeating the flicker-crackle of fire with uncanny precision. Winged ones circle higher, wings silent against the stars. They do not interfere. They do not hide. They simply watch, as though the light belongs to them too. And maybe it does. For lanterns carry not just wishes, but recognition that the valley holds more than humans, more than myths. Tonight, it holds family. As the last lantern drifts free, the crowd gathers around a single fire. Sparks climb, dancing into the dark. At the fire's edge, the elder rises. His voice, old yet steady, calls them close. Tonight the lanterns do more than glow, they remember. And so he tells it. A legend passed down, older than stones, older than names, a tale of guardians. Not monsters, not beasts, but caretakers of the valley. Great ones who stood watch when storms raged, who shielded the weak when night grew cruel. Cryptids, he says, are not curses. They are companions, spirits of river and forest, of wing and claw, forgotten, feared, but never gone. Children lean forward, lantern light in their eyes. Parents nod, remembering fragments of the same stories from their youth. Even the cryptids at the edge of the fire shift closer, drawn not by flame but by recognition. And Bob listens. For though he is part of this tale, he has never heard it told aloud. In the elder's voice, he hears belonging. In the crowd's silence, he hears respect. And in the shadows, where unseen eyes still stir, he hears a promise that the valley's story is not yet finished. The crowd disperses, lanterns now only specks against the endless sky. Bob remains, sitting alone by the water's edge. His reflection ripples in the current, mingled with drifting lanterns. He remembers the guardian's eyes, vast, ancient, watching him from the peaks above. A reminder that he is not just part of one story, but two. He clutches the crystal shard gifted by the tribe. It glows faintly in his palm, a heartbeat of the mountain pulsing in his hand. His scarf, painted with smudges from the children, rests across his shoulders. Two homes, two families, and he wonders, will light be enough to bind them, or must shadow intervene? Then, something shifts. The lanterns above, once drifting in random scatter, begin to pull together. Slowly, unnaturally. A current in the sky itself bends them, aligning flame to flame, until they trace a line, a path. And that path does not end in the valley. It points upward, into the peaks, toward the dark heart of the mountains. Children notice first. They tug at sleeves, pointing skyward. Parents murmur. The elder raises his gaze, eyes narrowing. Bob stands. The glow of the lanterns reflects in his eyes, brighter, stronger, as though calling only to him. The lanterns lit the night, and something else lit Bob's destiny. Stay with us. The mountains are watching, and make sure to hit that like and subscribe button.